Hi, Gracelyn. I'm hoping this video will help you kind of solidify what you've been doing. I'm proud of you for trying to teach yourself math. It is kind of hard. Hopefully you've been watching the videos. All right, so the main priorities of Unit 4 is they start out by reviewing what division means, which means, for example, if we have 12 divided by 3, we can think of it as breaking 12 into 3 equal-sized groups. Or we can think of it as how many in, let me make this a little closer, how many in each group, okay? Then they moved on to doing pictures of trying to figure out what it looks like or what it means to divide by a fraction. So if we had the problem 6 divided by 1/2, I like to think of it as donuts. If I had 6 donuts and I cut each of them in half, we end up with 12 pieces. So here's my 6 donuts. I cut each one in half. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And what the kids decided was, oh, if we do this, if we multiply by that denominator, it turns out to be a 12, which works pretty well when you have a unit of 1. But when we have different fractions, it gets confusing, and then especially when the first number is a fraction and not a whole number. So then we learn that there can be a standard algorithm that works for any fractions. So you start with your math problem, and we need that to be a fraction also. And then the key is we always will rewrite it as multiplied by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2 over 1. The reciprocal of 3/4 is 4 over 3. The reciprocal of 7 would be 7. I'm sorry, did that one backwards. 1 over 7. And we've talked about these earlier in the year. So if I rewrite this as multiplied by the reciprocal, the first fraction never changes, 6 over 1. The division changes to multiply. And the second fraction turns into the reciprocal, which gives us the answer of 12, which is exactly what we thought the answer should be based on our picture. Then we move into more complicated ones. So I'll give you a couple more examples of complicated problems. Sometimes they'll do it with words. How many 3/8 are in 3 1/3? So what I help the kids think about, because this is confusing, think of it if we do it with simple numbers. How many 3s are in 12? Well, 12 is the dividend, which means this is the dividend. So this would be 12 divided by 3 equals empty box. So we use that same pattern when we have fractions. That's my dividend. So this is 3 1/3 divided by 3/8 equals empty box. Then we need to think about this. 3 1/3 we cannot do operations on, meaning you can't multiply or divide. So you have to make it improper. We did have improper practice. I'm not sure if you were in school for that. I can't remember anymore. The strategy is whole number times denominator. 3 times 3 is 9. You add that to the numerator, and then we end up with 10 over 3 divided by 3/8. Then we do just like we said on the other page. We rewrite it as multiply by the reciprocal. Some of the kids like to draw like a little arrow to help them remember to flip the second fraction. First number always stays the same. Second number flips over. And then we just multiply straight across. We have 80 over 9. This problem does not simplify, and you don't have to simplify unless the problem specifically asks for it. It's not a requirement in 6th grade anymore. Let's just do a couple more. How many 1/8 are in 4/5? This is always our dividend. So my math problem is 4/5 divided by 1/8. Rewrite it as multiply by reciprocal. Now, some kids are resistant and they don't want to write every step. You have to write every step. You have to write division. You have to write the multiply. So that's 4/5 times 8/1 gives you 32/5. Some of the problems, they give it to you as multiply. And I can't really think of a good example, but we'll just run with it. If this is your math problem, blank times 2/3 equals 4 and 1/8. First, we have to change it to division, because to solve a missing number multiply problem, we have to use our fact family and change it to division. Remember, the product is always the same as the dividend if you think about a fact family. So let's do an easy one. Let's do our blank times 3 equals 12. So if I was writing that as division, it would be 12 divided by 3 equals blank. Remember that these are the same. So using that information, that means it's 4 and 1/8 divided by 2/3 equals empty box. This has to be improper. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 1 is, so we'll go 33/8 divided by 2/3. Then we rewrite as multiply by reciprocal. So 33/8, change it to multiply. I'm going to use my dot. I don't know why I didn't want to. And we flip that second fraction. We use the reciprocal. From there, you just multiply straight across. 8 times 2, 16. We've been practicing mental math strategies. So some of the kids are liking the box method. So 30 plus 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9 with the 0. 3 times 3 is 9. So my answer is 99. I hope this helps. We are having our quiz on Thursday. I can put it into a form if you'd like, or I could just send it to you. You could see the paper. I don't know if you can print it at home, take a picture and send it back. You let me know how you'd like to take it, or if you just want to wait till you come back. All right, good luck, girlfriend.